Welcome to another episode of Intellect.Business YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I just wanted to hop on right quick to talk about anger. I have been wanting to get on to talk spirituality. Sometimes we get in our own way. So I really wanted to hit on some of our spirituality. On our channel, we discuss spirituality, wellness, business, and overall just like life. So today, I wanted to hit some of these Bible verses that really are going to speak to what we're talking about today. So the first Bible verse is Psalms chapter 37, verse 7 through 9. Let me see. Let me get to that right quick. I don't have them written down or anything, but I do have it all highlighted. Um, all right. So it says, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land." I thought this was really powerful because I think one of the biggest issues that everybody has been having is just with patience. I feel like it is so nice to be like, just pray for the Lord to answer all your problems. But it's like really that patient portion, praying and being patient is really huge. And it's important that those two things go together. Now, how am I going to tell you to be patient? I don't know. It's like one of those things that you have to do, like taking your mind off of the things that are giving you anxiety and stress, maybe taking some time to be grateful for some of the things that you already have. Um, and just being grateful for another opportunity. When you have life, you have opportunity. So it's really like being still and waiting patiently, being prayerful, because you don't know how people got their success. I think that was also a very important key, is like people are succeeding, but you don't know what their ways were to get to that point. I can't say nothing about nobody negative as far as who got they stuff from where, but I'm gonna just say, like Tabitha Brown, my auntie, you can tell that her blessings are coming from the Lord. She continually acknowledges the Lord in everything that she does. As we can all see, just her flourishing, her support system, her fan base. I mean, it's just amazing. And that is feeling like from the Lord. Your cup runneth over, like really giving praise and worship to God. And that's when you can see, depending on who people praising, you know what I mean? But the devil knows God too. So you just gotta be careful. And you just have to, more than anything, worship God and do not allow people of this world to make you feel like you need to be praising them. So turn away from anger and just hope in the Lord so you can inherit the land. Love that too, because it's a lot that we don't understand about the second part of life, going on to the other side. We don't understand that. We don't know. So it's like really understanding that when you are doing your best to follow God's word, that there is an inheritance for you. And as you all know, who not looking forward to inheritance, right? It's like something that your forefathers have done, created before you to hand down to you. So out of all the things in the world, God gonna bless us with the biggest inheritance if we've been going hard for Him. So just throwing that out there as well. So the next Bible verse I got here is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1 through 4. Let me get to that right quick. And that says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge, but the mouth of a fool gushes folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere. Keep watching on the wicked and the good. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit." I think this spoke to so much, right? Like if we're gentle with one another, how we can just create positive interactions between one another, but some harsh words, you already know. Some harsh words that just get you there easily. But it's like really understanding that you don't have to go there with everybody. It's not important for you to immediately get angered. You're missing what it is that situation is trying to bring, really. The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge. You see a lot of a lack of that right now. I don't see that people with a lot of knowledge are the ones who are getting praised or the ones who are looking to be followed. So it's like really being able to get that for yourself and know that the knowledge that you need is right in front of you. May have to go digging, but hey, and the soothing tongue is a tree of life. Love that. You can create life with your positive words. And my final Bible verse was Proverbs 15 still, but we're in we're in verses 16 through 18. It says, better a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. Better a small serving of vegetables with love than a fattened calf with hatred. A hot tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. So just love that. It just really was highlighting how we just have to be grateful for what it is that we have and understanding that it's better to have something with love, with positivity, um, with care than it is having something with turmoil, with hatred, with conflict. Like, stay away from that kind of stuff. We want something that will calm a quarrel. And if you're not haven't been able to, if you've been the one who's been easily angered and all of that, there's an opportunity for you to change. Don't let anybody make you think that there's not growth or room for you to be different and to change. Everybody has something about them, but it's really just like if you can acknowledge those things about yourself that you need to grow into, you're doing better than everybody else, really, who hasn't acknowledged that. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, leave it in a comment. I really want to create a conversation around this and like really highlight some of the ways that we all have been able to put some anger in the past for us. I know that I have had some anger issues in the past, and it's almost like enraged anger, like not just regular anger. So really just being able to take breaths and like really understand why am I being so triggered at this point, and like why am I letting this situation do this to me? Um, Taking deep breaths, calming down, and just pulling back and understanding that everything don't need to go the way I think it needs to go. I'm not all knowing. It's cool if I calm down. Um, so love that. I have a comment in here that says any amount of serving of our Father is greater than anything this world thinks is great. So thank you so much for saying that. That's real room service. That's my husband supporting me. So thank you, babe. Yes, I love that. Serving our Father at any capacity is definitely going to get you where you need to get to, slow and steady. And also, God speaks highly about how the things that we think are small are really huge to Him. So, like making sure that you praying before you eat, like that's huge to God. Even though you're like, no, it's okay, it's nothing. Like it's a big deal. God like rejoices over praise. That's something that I read in my son's devotional last night. That God rejoices in praise. Like that's the way that we make God happy is by praising Him, being thankful, giving that gratitude, that peace. But I just want to thank you all so much for joining me again. We're trying to start a conversation, trying to keep some positivity going and flowing, and understanding that it's important for us to have good connections and positive connections with people in our life, and being super angry or receiving a lot of anger in your life is not going to be helpful in growth and in thriving. So, like, really just assessing and allowing yourself that time to really reflect and see what kind of changes that you can make to make your life better. All right. Many blessings and positive vibes. Thank you for joining.